The Architect, AK8. Architect Knives 5.5. Architect Knives AK 4.5. Hello everyone, Dan at Ochoco Bushcraft. Well, it has been one of the worst fire seasons, if not the worst, in the history of Oregon. If you have followed the news at all around Oregon, you know that we have lost hundreds of thousands, maybe even over 1 million acres to fires, wildfires this year, and there are still several burning around Oregon. Thankfully, the weather is changing. We are getting much cooler nights. There is dew out here, so there's some moisture, and we've had a little rain, very little, but at least a little rain, and we are in fall and heading towards the end of fire season. Of course, every year during fire season, I take a break and do very few, if any, videos at all, because it is just, it gets so dry out here. You can't have campfires, you can't have, cooking stoves. Even like the little Esbit stoves and things are all prohibited. So I usually take a little break, do a lot of other work, but I am still, out in the backcountry regularly, just not filming. So as fire season approaches an end, we're going to get back with this, guys. Pretty much the day fire season ends, if I'm available, I will be out here doing my first fire because I absolutely love fire making. Shelter making and fire making are my two favorite skills out here to practice, and I love using the ferro rod and finding fat wood and getting a big old fire going, sitting in a lean-to, drinking hot cocoa when the first snow falls. So all of that's coming, and we're going to get back out here and start doing videos as fire season comes to an end. In the meantime, I just want to update you guys. I mentioned this in a video last year on Architect Knives. Architect Knives is the official knife of Ochoco Bushcraft. Let me tell you why. There's a couple reasons. One, I have got to be involved in the design process. In fact, let me pause you for just a second while I grab one of the AKs. Okay, this is the AK-8, 8-inch blade. All mine are 1095 carbon steel. That's what I prefer. But these handles are done in canvas micarta in woodland camo. That's from Ochoco Bushcraft. I have been able to collaborate with the owner, Ethan, for a few years now on different designs. We've talked a lot about knife designs. He's asked me to take his knives out and test them. He's asked me what I like, what I don't like, and he's listened, and it's been a fantastic collaboration. And some time back, I said, hey, my favorite color is camo. I love the canvas micarta because it's grippier. That's an Ochoco Bushcraft word. The handle is much grippier, especially when wet. So I said, hey, can we do some handles in woodland camo, debut them on this channel, which I did, make them available to my viewers. And so that is an Ochoco Bushcraft design, woodland camo handles in canvas micarta. And the other thing is, I have along the way, I've reached out to other companies that I do still endorse. Hey, I like Becker knives a lot. I love my Essie knives, but when I reached out to Essie in particular about different options and changes and things to make available, I never received a response. When I reached out to Architect Knives from the very, very beginning, and before that, when it was just the knife connection, I not only received an immediate response, but an interest. Okay, Dan, I want to hear. I want to see your videos. I want to watch how you test, how you perform. I want your input. I want your feedback. What do you think? Should we go this route? Should we go this route? And so there has been a collaboration for a couple years now where we have talked about designs and different steels and again, especially the handles. And so for that reason, and again, their performance this past year, I have been using exclusively the Architect knives. I have customized them. There's a 90-degree spine on here. I didn't show that this morning because we're still in fire season, but the second that ends, we'll be using that with ferro rods to make some fires and wood shavings and things. And one of the other things is all of the options Architect Knives has. You design your own. You go on their website. If you haven't, check it out. Pull up the knife you want, and then you can, right there on the camera or on the computer screen, you can take all the different handles and put them on and off the knife. You can put different sheaths together. You can see what the different steels look like. You build your own knife on their website, and then when you're finished, you order it. So you get it exactly the way you want. Do you want an olive drab colored canvas micarta? Do you want G10? Do you want another color I really like? The brown. Do you want brown canvas micarta? Do you want something in a bright orange? I am a huge fan, and probably always will be, of 1095 carbon steel, because it has done every single thing I've ever asked of it out here. Hold a fantastic edge, never underperformed once. But if you like other steels, there's other options available besides 1095. Do you want a leather sheath? Do you want a leather backer and something like I customize, because I like to have my sheaths hanging low on my body where they will swing and move freely. And I can just grab that, spin it to the side, whatever. Do you want something like this? Do you just want a basic sheath? Do you want a leather sheath? You have all of those options on Architect Knives. They're also backed by an amazing warranty. Check them out if you haven't. And in the comments, I want to throw this out at you guys. This is the Architect Knives shirt. They're not at this time available to the public. But what I want you guys to do is, if you would like to see the Architect Knives shirt made available on their website so that you guys can order them and you can go out into the backcountry and show the squirrels and the deer that you're an Architect Knife fan, leave a comment. And I can guarantee you the owner of Architect Knives is going to read those comments. And if enough of you are interested, you just may see some Architect Knives shirts on their website for sale. So I know that probably sounds like a promo, guys, but I am just being totally honest. You know, like I said, I love my Essies. Really like the Beckers a lot. Neither have underperformed, but along the way, as I reached out, you know, especially with Essie on the handles, I had to always change for my comfort what I like the handles out and some other things, and I just, you know, I didn't get any response. They have their own team, which is fine, but I like to think of myself as part of the Architect Knives team. So there it is, guys. If you are looking for an amazing survival knife that will not let you down, that will perform out here in just a way that is above and beyond your expectations, check out Architect Knives. They start from a little 3-incher if you want something small, an EDC using for getting game, all the way up to, you know, the 8, the big chopper, which you just saw me using. And other than that, guys, like I said, as fire season is coming to an end, we've got a lot of catching up to do. I want to build me a new kit to carry this winter, make a few changes, throw together some gear. I have some challenges I want to do. And one of the challenges, I'll mention this, and it's kind of funny. From time to time, somebody will send me an email or a comment saying, that thing you're carrying won't work. And I have to laugh because I'm out here using it all the time. I'm not doing a video saying, this is hypothetical, I'm carrying this small tarp, for example, in hopes that if it will work if there is a situation. There's nothing that I carry that doesn't get used out here year round. And so believe me, if I'm carrying it, I've used it. And if I'm still carrying it, it's worked, and it's worked very well. So anyway, guys, Dan at Ochoco Bushcraft, stay tuned. Let's get the rest of this fire season to an end so we can get back out here and start some fire making, good fire making, and doing some videos for you guys. Take care, everyone.